week's vlog, I realized something.
I would have died.
I put on a sticker and Albert found a stick. Hello. So I thought I was going to start this vlog, 104th studio vlog, a little bit sooner than I usually do. So I have just finished the last one yesterday. I edited everything and I stayed up quite late. I thought I was going to start today because it is the first Friday of September. It is the 3rd, and that means it is time to update the shop with stuff. We, for example, have the new orange colors coming out, Fred and George. I have got a few questions like, why George? It's such an odd name. And it's not a traditional Swedish name either, but I sort of see this as an extension of the magical colors, and the magical colors are named after the famous characters from the different houses in the Harry Potter Hogwarts school. And I just felt like I am missing some oranges, and then I was like, if I'm going to make 2 oranges, they need to be Fred and George. So they are sort of extension of that color palette. So we have George, that is a neon mixed with Moroccan ochre, so you get that like a lot of granulation but with a neon red orange base. And then we have Thread that has a very subtle orange base but with more shimmer, so you can sort of layer it on top. I think they look really nice. So those will be coming out. We also have a lot of colors coming back in stock on all of that. So I just thought I was going to quickly share when it is a shop update. So today I actually woke up pretty early, so I have already made a color. I made Hell, as you can see. I don't know if you can see here. Yeah. Very pretty. Working on a new slab. My first impression is it is definitely harder to clean up. Yeah, the color I made yesterday, Balder, is a very easy color to clean up. I mean, it's mostly mica and then a little bit of ochre, but with Hell we have like black, and then we have a pretty staining blue color. It's Paris blue. So cleaning up was definitely more of a process. So I have done that, and it's almost 10 o'clock, so I thought we're going to update the shop. We have a few steps we need to do. First up is making sure everything is okay on the Etsy end, making sure that it has the correct information, and most of it is just to make sure all of the numbers are right, like the inventory thing. I say that when the newsletter is out, that's the last thing that goes out, and then everything is. So we have that, and then I usually post on Instagram, so it's not that much. I do have plans in the future to have my own web shop, partly because I want to have more control over the stuff, and stuff like this will be smoother, but also I can control the prices a lot more. Being on Etsy, it's really great, but it is expensive. They take a big part of the profit, and you know, c'est la vie, that's what you sign up for, but the more you sell, it hits harder. So yeah, anyway, that is just a little quick sort of up to date. Let's get it all done, and then I think I'm going to make another paint while I'm still at it, and then I think I will take my weekend break. But yeah. So it is almost 11 now, so it took a little bit of time to do all the things. I was interrupted by Albert, as per usual, but you know, I kind of like it. So what I have done is I have sent out the email, I have updated the shop, I did that before, and then I just very quickly threw together a video that I'm going to send to my phone so I can upload it onto Instagram. Then we are going to make Stina. And yeah, I think that is it. It is beautiful weather out, and once I've done that, I'm going to take lunch. I'm going to spend some time with the girls. They're currently sleeping because you know, they're puppies, so they sleep a lot, which is good. But yeah, I'm going to do that. We'll see each other at the workbench and we'll make Stina. I was just going to move one thing before I started making paint, and then I was like, but if I move that, then I can move that thing, and then I can move that over there, and that will make so much more sense if I move it like that. And now I am in a complete office makeover organization mode. And I was just going to make paint, have lunch. I mean, I'm still going to do that, it just will take longer. Okay, but I do have stuff on my shelves here that I feel I can move on this shelf right here. Hey Albert! It is lovely weather, so all the dogs are just going apeshit. Yeah. Okay, so my thinking is, what will do? And he's gone again. Yeah. And he's back. Vad gör du? Hittar du den? Hittar du den? Va? I threw a toy like 2 meters next to him and he couldn't find it. But he did find it. He's such a clever boy. He will never be one of those, you know, search and rescue dogs. People will die. I do this thing when I'm out walking with him, where I sort of hide out in the woods, because we walk in the woods, and I just wait for him to use his nose to come and find me. And the other day I said that to my mom, that I like to do that, just like so he will have more focus on me, so that he knows that I am the one who is walking him, and you know, just a little bit of contact. Actually, this one here. So she was like, okay, run and hide. It took 10 minutes for him to find me. 10 minutes might not sound like a lot, but when you have a dog who is like 10-20 meters from you, and you can hear him sniffing, and you're like, I'm over here. It's not like I've been running around in circles to try to confuse him. I don't need to do that. So, I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, if this was a real situation, I would have died, Albert. I would have died. Yeah. But I did see he was quite, like, flustered that he couldn't find me, so I suppose that is a good thing, like, that he actually cares. Just bad that he's so bad at it. I suppose not all dogs can be like, you know, amazing sniffer dogs, but yeah, I feel like this is better. It feels a little bit more airy. I do actually have quite a lot of space on that side, but I can't reach it because I'm short. Even though I am on a step ladder, but. So we have a little bit more space here, and then I just shoved all the papers and stuff up here. So I think that is better. Yeah, okay, now let's do the last bit of paint so I can take my weekend. Oh, did you find a bone? Albert, did you find a bone? Oh, he's pissed. Hello, it is Sunday morning and I got a friend with me. She's going to do some paint while I am going to be packing up your orders. So I swear this shirt looks more pinkish in real life, but it looks very neon on camera. Anyway, it doesn't matter at all, because it is Sunday and it is just past 1. My mom headed in to start making lunch. She made 2 batches of paint, which feels very nice. I have been packaging up the orders, so I have packaged them all up and now I'm going to order the shipping labels. I'm pretty exhausted, not going to lie. I always get so, like, get into this headspace, like quick. I don't know why. Could be that I have cameras on and all of that, but I think I might need a little bit of a vacation, a little bit of a holiday, rest and recuperate, all of that later in the week. I'm going to see if I might borrow my my aunt's cabin. It's just like an hour away, but it's very nice just to, so I'm going to talk to her and see if I can borrow that. But I'm going to order and fix everything here, and yeah, I feel like it's one of those things when you have been under stress, but you just keep on going, but then you like finally, for me anyway, it has happened quite a few times where I'm like, accept, like, okay, I've been under pressure, it's not good for me, I don't feel good, and I'm like, it's sort of like, I sort of feel a little bit like that. Good morning. It is early. I have a guest here. There's also someone who isn't here, but I think you might hear him. Yeah. We have to make compromises, and the one that Albert is making is not being here. Yeah. So, but the other day, okay, so Albert and I have been like almost attached to the hip since his operation, which I understand. I mean, he was very dependent on me for like just moving, and I've been trying to sort of not to break that bond, because I'm very happy and grateful that we have this strong bond, but I don't want him to have a panic attack every time I go and lay in the bath, you know. So, and also, so I've been trying, so recently I've been like, because he's been sleeping in my bed, like you sleep in your bed, I sleep in my bed. I have been sleeping so much better, but it did take I mean, now it's been like a week and a half or something, and he does sleep all night in his bed, and this night he didn't even wake me up to ask if he could go in my bed. So, but he has always asked, you know, so he's polite that way. But yeah, so, but I think I will have to let him in, actually. he will be in the studio part. I put a netting so she can be here. Yes, Blue left Saturday for her new family. I don't even know what I have said and what is important to say and, you know, stuff. But yeah, she is here. I gave her a bone. I buy like big bags of dog bones, no chicken. I've started to make a list of stuff I'm going to pack and buy food for my little trip to the cabin. I'm going to continue on with what I did yesterday. I'm sorry, I feel so scattered. So, you know, dots. I'm going to do that. I'm going to print out more so I can do more colors. We'll see if the printer works. That's it. We need to make some binder that can stay and settle when I'm gone. My mom has dropped off the orders. I have the vaccine. Yeah, I just feel like I want to like say what I'm going to do, but I have no idea. I feel so... yeah. I'll get back to you once I have breakfast and like start working and like feel more me, I suppose. Okay, so I really like this girl. I really do. But if I put her down, she like almost screams. And I think Albert is clingy, but this is a whole new level even for me. Yeah, it is. And I'm just waiting for her to fall asleep. I mean, it is her nap time and it's almost 11 now. But she doesn't nap. If you like this video, you can press the like button, you know. It looks nice. Press it. So I've just finished this orange color. So I don't think I've actually said that, but in addition to having the new pastel colors coming out, I thought why not do the same but with metallic colors. My favorite. So my mom, she has made the first three, so Vendela, Hedvig and Mynta, and then we have 2 more colors to go, and the orange one is actually a new color because, like I've said, with Fred and George, I don't really have any orange colors in the selection. I have Agneta, which is more like a copper color. So I made a new orange color and I really like it. I'm like starting to doubt myself, you know, like, do I really like orange? I've never liked orange and now I like orange. What? But anyway, but it's good. It was fairly easy to make a small batch, and that's good because I had just enough binder to make it. So I've made 1 jar of binder. I'm going to just clean out the other one and we'll make that one too, so that can stand while I'm away. But also my arm is starting to hurt. Yep, I know that feeling. That's the vaccine. It's working. I'm really hoping it is the same reaction I had last time. I only got pain in my arm. It was quite painful, like it was really painful, but I didn't get sick or I didn't have any fever or any other symptoms. So I'm really hoping it's the same this time and that I can still go, because if I'm having a fever I'm not going to go to the cabin. Yeah, but I'm really happy with all the stuff I managed to get done today. I have the dot stuff I've been working on. I managed to cut out all of the wax paper, and now I'm just cutting out the watercolor paper, and I still want to cut like 10 sheets of watercolor paper, but that is not as tricky as the wax paper, because the wax paper you need to babysit and you need to tape it down and everything. But yeah, so I feel pretty good. I mean, it's almost 7 in the evening, so it's definitely time to pack up. But for a day where I was like, I'm not sure how much I can get done because I'm leaving in the middle of the day and everything, I feel like I got a lot of stuff done, and I got a fair bit of editing done too. So I'm just like, yeah, it's been a pretty productive day. So hopefully we can have an equally productive day tomorrow, and then I can pack up and leave. I'm going to clean it off, head in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tuesday. Asta, she is here, she's sleeping. Albert, he is in the studio. He's not sleeping, he's just pouting, I would say is the right word. And the others are somewhere else. So yeah, today I'm going to continue doing what I did yesterday, doing as much prep with the dot things as I can, because I ran out when I was packing, so I'm just like, I need to get a grip here and do a lot. The silhouette will have to work again. Will work hard again. Then I'm going to pack up and head to the cabin. So I don't have any fever, I'm not feeling sick after the second dose. My arm is hurting, but not as bad as it did the first time. Refilling this one, so we're just taking watercolor paper, cutting them into this shape over and over and over and over. It's kind of monotonous, so I can just sit here, do that, and make sure I have everything. I also need to make sure that the English textbook that I have for my English class, that I just airdropped that to the laptop because I have English class tomorrow, but I can have that in the cabin, so I just make sure that I transfer the book. I'm very happy that I sort of planned ahead and was like, I'm not going to make paint today because my arms, so I'm actually quite excited to let both of my arms rest a bit. They have been quite sore, like even without the dose, so I'm actually quite happy that I can sort of rest both of my arms. My right arm has been an issue for several months, but it's not enough for me to do something about it. It's just a little bit sore, but I'm just really happy to take a few days where I don't make any of that motion. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like the last few days I've been trying to talk and I'm talking, but then I'm like, am I actually making sense? I don't know. Editing Julia will have a blast. She will curse me out, but that's life. We are working together. This last clip, when I was talking about, I don't know what I was talking about, I have tried to put it together so you kind of understand what I was talking about. I'm not really sure what was going on, but yeah, I was not doing fine. During this time, I was like, I'm fine, I don't have a fever. Yeah, bloody well I did. The fever just delayed it a little bit. Yeah, I did curse myself out because I bloody make no sense. I mean, she looks at you and she's like, I am the cutest thing that has ever breathed. So it's about 11:33. Imagine that. Can I fix this? I don't know. Okay, we'll go with that. I was like, I'm fine. My arm is hurting, but that's all. I'm not fine. We are going to head in, right? Yeah. We're going to head in. I'm going to have a nice warm blanket, and my camera work is not very good, is it? Nope. Is it straight? No, it's not. Okay. So I just wanted to make like a little check-in, say that I'm doing good. Albert is doing good. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's really enjoying it, getting to explore new places. And what else does he do? He sleeps a lot. He has a big bone, so he has that. He seems very content. Yeah, I just thought I was going to share a little bit what I'm working on. This is a place we walked past when we were out walking yesterday. So I just put down the first wash yesterday evening, and then today I thought I would come back, try to finish it. Landscapes is not my thing at all, so I really like to try to improve and not be so intimidated by them. I think it's because I usually, when I paint for myself, I usually paint animals, and that's so clear. You have a focal point, typically the animal, and you have the details, you know. But with landscapes, it's like, where do you start? And I know people feel like completely the opposite about other things. And I also believe that we, depending on what we paint or draw, create, fill in the blank, we create a sort of shorthand in how we do things, and we create a routine or sort of a step-by-step how we do things and in what order and all of that. And I feel like I don't have that. I have really tried and made an effort. I have taken quite a few Skillshare classes that have been really great. Also, I have taken what was it, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, I took an in-person watercolor class where I was very specific, like I want help with watercolor landscapes, but I feel like I was not clear again what I actually wanted. So I feel like because what she wanted me to do, the kind of lessons and practices and stuff, was very much, you know, loose. You know, the where you draw a line, so like a third down and you do up sky and then the ground, you sort of see what happens. So quite like spontaneous landscapes, and I am more like, I want to be able to capture, like this, when I've been out walking, I want to be able to depict the landscape I have seen, do that in a convincing, it doesn't need to be detailed, it doesn't need to be like what should we call it, like a tourist info like, oh okay, I recognize that tree. It doesn't need to be that, but to be able to capture the feel and the, like, we have a fox out here in the cabin. I saw him on the other side before and he's just ran past. He looks really lovely. We hardly ever see foxes at home. Last time we saw a fox at home, it did not look good. It was not looking healthy. This one looks brilliant. It looks so pretty, and it definitely reinforces the thing about the cat I said the other day. Why my dad and my brother don't want to have an orange colored cat. I also have started 2 other paintings in this book here, but they are drying. I think I will go over with the color pencils. The journal I'm working in is by Jane Davenport. It really feels very similar to the book she had with American Craft. Is that true? I don't know, but it feels very similar, where you have one smooth paper and then one with some texture, but I would not call it cold press, I would call it like hot press with texture. I feel like it doesn't take layers that well. It starts to look a little bit thick and muddy quite quickly, and this is really good watercolor, so I know it's not the paint's fault that it's starting to look a little bit overworked. It's also me not being able to stop, so it could be that too. But on the whole, I really like it. I really like the size of it. It's sort of in between an A5 and an A4, where you have like a good amount of size to work with without it feeling big and clunky. This is something I started, I don't know, a few days ago. I drew just a silhouette around my hand and then started filling in with flowers. So yeah, it's one of those pages that I can be working on for weeks or for months. Just go in, do a little bit of doodling when I want to do something, but I'm not sure. I don't want to like commit to a whole page where I don't have anything special I want to do. I like to have these kind of pages strewn about in the journal or in the sketchbook, so I can just do that stuff. Is just some outbuildings. Yeah, otherwise, what else have we been doing? Yeah, I mean, we haven't really been doing much today. I have been sewing a felt elk. I named him Ernst. And I'm looking at all the stuff I brought with me, and I was like, it's always the thing, you know, you pack so much. And when I get here, I'm like, because I drive my car here, I feel like, well, I can, you know, I can bring as much stuff with me as I can, because, but I have to say, I'm really happy I decided to bring the felt so I could sew a little bit, and then of course the watercolors. But so far I've actually only used 1 palette, and it is the first palette that I myself put together. I'm just going to mop up a little bit here. Looks like this. And I mean, it is sentimental, obviously, but this is I mean, I think you can see how many pans in here that have big holes in it. This is so used up, and I've refilled so many of them several times. Also have a lot of paint samples. It brings me back to when I really started painting, you know, that phase where I'm like starting to go from having watercolor just as a hobby and something I thought was fun to something like I really want to like get better at watercolor and really like step up my game. So it feels so nice to paint from this again. And the thing is, because most of these colors, I got the Daniel Smith Primary 6 tube set, you know, the 5 milliliters with 2 blue, 2 yellows and 2 reds. That was my first like Daniel Smith, because I had got the 24 full pan set of White Night from my mom and dad, and that was really great. And then when I decided like I'm going to get in and like start buying tube paints, and I had spent so many months, and now I'm talking months, about researching, watching all the YouTube videos of other people's hauls and recommendations, and I had settled on Daniel Smith, and I was starting to make up lists and charts about what colors to get. So I started with that primary set, and then it grew. I bought 1 or 2 tubes at a time, sometimes more, quite often not. and I can't remember like exactly what the date each of these pans came in, but it's almost like that. So I would say the most used one is definitely the Payne's Grey here, very much used. Also the ultramarine, it's been refilled quite a lot. The green ones, also the quinacridone gold, the original quinacridone gold. Yeah, gosh, you can have so many memories from one, like it's astonishing. That is it for this week's vlog. I hope you have enjoyed it. I did make it home safely from the cabin, and the side effect from the vaccine was just fever for 1 day. I'm perfectly happy, fine with that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like and a comment, and come back next week for studio vlog number 105.